Once again, Mr. Bartlett of WOR has amazed me on his support of and compassion for the parents of the lad who tried to run over a police officer when he was drunk at some bar in New Jersey. Everybody says how promising this kid was, and yet he was promising. And having lost a child, I know what the grief is, but the point is the parents were a total failure in advising your child that you don't try to run over a police officer. In fact, it might be a good idea to cooperate with the police, especially when you're drunk. Now, this lawsuit's for, I think, $128 million. And the officer was given the Officer of the Year award for I don't know what reasons, and maybe Mr. Bartlett is correct. It's to lend support to a guy who's going to be in civil court, I guess, now. But it seems to me that in this era, when we're economically trying to survive, that $128 million is not going to bring the kid back, and it's not going to change the facts that their kid was out of control, totally had no self-control. But then again, we reward people who don't have self-control. Anybody with self-control is square or whatever. But if you're a celebrity and you're drunk and you're on drugs and stuff, Charlie Sheen, for example, that's great, you're a celebrity. So this kid did not quite make celebrity status, and I feel for the parents. The loss of a child is something you never get over, I know. You never will. Just, had your child got killed defending freedom, that would be something that might have been comforting. But I'm sure it's not comforting knowing that your child totally was devoid of any type of survival instincts, any type of societal pleasantries in terms of not trying to run over a police officer. I would make a plea to all parents that you tell your kids not to try to run over police officers. Especially when you're drunk, or any time. It's just not a good thing, and that you might want to show a little respect to the police, whether they're right or wrong. It's a no-win situation. You might catch them on a bad day. You ever hear the thing, you never point a loaded gun at anybody, or actually never pointed any gun at anybody, because you never know when it's loaded. And that philosophy has probably saved a lot of people, and yet this kid was totally devoid of any semblance of understanding, the basic principles. He was definitely drunk. I don't know what his lifestyle was. His parents seemed to think the kid was a saint, and we've gotten to the point where people are looking for a free ride. $128 million is a free ride for these people. If they were to get it, I'm sure they're hoping to negotiate for something less and to make this thing go away for the police department and the officer. So you have to understand, you have to wonder what they would settle for to resolve the issue of their child. I'm sure the police officer will have to live with this all his life. I don't think any police officer, 99.9% of them want to kill anybody. They're just doing their job. It's a very difficult job. I don't think there's enough money in the world to get someone to do that type of work, because you never know when your number's up. And that night, the officers probably thought someone's number was up. And I'd like you to think about this, Mr. Bartlett, as to what you're attempting to do on the John Gambling show. You're really an interesting guy. That's all I can say about that. And hopefully we can get this there we go. We can end this video. Welcome back, John Gambling. Miss you.